Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to Xenogears. We are now on part 2. In the first part we went through the introduction of the game and are currently exploring Lahan Village, the starting town. Right now we are desperately trying to beat a certain gentleman at rock, paper, scissors so that we can get a key item for much later in the game. So let's go ahead and try again. Now you only actually have a few seconds to throw out your attack, so don't actually wait for it, or don't actually take forever to decide. And of course the game is deciding that it does not want to let me win. But then again, Variance hates me. Like, absolutely hates me. Wow, did I actually run out of money? That's actually quite disappointing. Yeah, apparently I did. That's not going to let me actually reload. So, soft reset. Try this one more time. Oh, here is the... And of course, here's the training house that I was looking for last video, so let's go ahead and take a quick visit here. By the way, look who it is! For those of you familiar with Chrono Trigger, this is Luca, having a special guest star. Concise, yes. Oh, thanks. And yes, she actually does take money from you, as you can see, once the menu actually loads. How nice of her. But the memory cube works. And by hitting the X button on the memory cube, it actually will pull up the save menu automatically. But at least you can get money back. Now, basically, these guys just give basic information about the combat system, so I'll explain about how that works once we actually get into a fight. I mainly just wanted to go to the tutorial room so we could show the special guest star. Alright, now let's actually try and win some rock, paper, scissors. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, 4 times. And we got it. Finally. Yeah, pretty much. See, look, now he's gonna go rage quit life. Now, if you actually talk to her before beating the husband, she complains about how he just goes nuts over it all day, every day. Okay, so, let's go ahead and we need to go find Dan. Where is that little bugger? There he is. And to think, this was only a teen-rated game back in the day. It doesn't matter what you say to him. Though the dialogue does change a little bit here, but it really doesn't matter. See, either you can be the voice of reason and shoot him down, or he'll realize himself, oh wait, we can't actually do that, and shoot himself down. Alright. Alright, up we go. Oh, they really do like each other. Heroes always think with their stomachs. go back to Lahan Village. Now, there's two ways to get to the mountain path to Satan's. You can either exit the village to the north, which will take you directly to the mountain path, or you can go into the world map and into the forests in the mountain. It doesn't really matter either way which method you take. And now we are on the mountain path, so we can actually start getting into the meat and potatoes of the game. But first, let's drop a quick save. As you can see, the sign. Go to the left to go to the doctor's house, or to go to the Uzuki house, or you can go straight for the walking course. Now you can take the egg here, which will change the dialogue a little bit in the Uzuki house, which you actually kind of want to do because, I mean, as in a little scene, but then you have a bird that will attack you. As you can see. Nope, and looks like we're in a battle. Okay, so the way that the fighting works, characters have an AP meter, and they start off with, Faye starts off with 3 AP. You earn additional AP as you level up. You get, by the time you reach level 22, you'll actually have 6 AP, and then level 50 is where you get, level 50 after a certain point in the game is where you get the 7th and final AP. Each attack that you can do costs a certain number of AP. You have, first let's go. As you can see, you have triangle, which does a weak attack, square, which does a medium attack, and X, which does a strong attack. We're actually going to jump over. Alright, so let's do a quick demonstration. The enemies are all pretty simplistic and easy to kill. And they really are not dangerous. Nope. And now that we are back, so the bird is going to just constantly attack you, every so often, and will demand for the egg back. You can give it back the egg and it will go away, or you can actually keep the egg and run up to the house. It's up to you. Now, characters have 7 unique basic attacks. There are 4 different variations of the triangle attack, which I won't actually be able to get the 4th variant until Faye levels up 2 or 3 levels. I don't remember exactly when he gets his first death blow. There are 2 different versions of the square attack, which you've already seen. And then there are 3 versions of the, one version of the X attack. Alright, and that's why we went over there. So let's go ahead and back. Now make sure that you don't just rush through the dialogue, or else you might accidentally give the egg back to the chicken. And you can always tell when you're about to get into a fight because the game will slightly pause and the music will stop, and you also will not be able to jump. And then the game will load up the battle. It's actually really annoying. Now the Jackal would actually be dangerous if it actually took time to get over, or if it didn't actually have to take so much time to get over to your position. Because when the enemies have to move between sides of the battlefield, that actually costs them a turn. And more fighting. The random, depending on the area, the random encounter rate can be really high or it can be pretty mild, give or take. This is actually one of the heavier encounter areas. Later in the game, there is an absolutely terrible area that literally has you getting into fights about every 3 seconds. It is one of the worst areas in the game, because the enemies give crap for experience, they take forever to kill, and you're fighting every time you turn a new direction. Also, there's like no treasure anywhere in the level. And what he's referring to as a big jump is a running jump. And stupid bird. Ah, great. Yeah. Also, it's kind of annoying because if you get into an encounter right before you're about to jump, oh look, your jump button's locked, and if you were about to hit the jump button and you landed on a cliff, oh well, looks like you're having to run back around. Fortunately, there are no permanently missable ability or items that way. You just takes that much longer. And that was an ether shot. Basically, every character has spells and abilities that they can use at the cost of ether points. Lag. Oh wow, that doesn't happen often. Alright, so let's go ahead and heal. So you can use Aqua Souls. The soul items allow you to heal within battle. And then you can use meat items to heal outside of battle. We're actually going to use meat because we want to save that for later. But like I mentioned, the enemies here are not dangerous at all, and you can actually gain like 1 or 2 levels here if you really want to. Oh. There we go. Alright. Now I'm going to go down here to get the item. And there's also, should be one. No, I guess not. Okay. No, we do not want to give you back the egg. Go bugger off, you stupid bird. Now, certain enemies do not have the ability to traverse distances. For example, the hobs here do not have the ability to cross the they don't have the ability to cross the cliff. The jackal does, because obviously it has it's a fast-moving beast. Thankfully, all the enemies are horrible and you can die easy. There should be a spider in one of the trees around here. Okay. I believe the fourth AP point is received at level 4, maybe 5. Oh, there it is. It should be this one. No. Oh, well, I don't remember. The spider's not really that important. It doesn't give you anything useful. It just adds an extra scene to the game. Alright, so now that we have gone to the doctor's house, the bird leaves us alone. Takazuki has a pretty cool looking house, I will say. And we want that because we want to grab that now so we can go and for a scene later on in the game. You can actually grab the ring at any point in the game that you have access to Dot's house, because you can actually get back to it later on. But the earlier you get it, that way you don't have to worry about it. By the way, Midori is creepy little girl. Yes, worked so hard for. Explosions! Of course not. Alright, time for some plot and exposition. That can't possibly be important. Heroes always think with their stomachs. Huh. Well, that can't possibly be foreboding. Alright, before we head back, there's one other thing, just a few other things to show off in Doc's house. First we got... Oh, that was a treasure chest. Okay. Well, this is Doc and Yui's room. And then over on the other side... something in there. Up here. This is the important part, because it's a nice little bit of scenery. All the way up to the rooftop, and look through the telescope. Well, it should let you look through. Alright. Apparently it doesn't let you look through the telescope. I thought it did. My apologies. Alright, let's go back to the village. Because there can't possibly be anything bad happening. See if we can find that spider. No enemies. Uh-oh. It was that gear that Faye was in the beginning. Now, there's still no enemy encounters just because this is a scripted event, but before we do that, before we find out where those gears are going, let's go ahead and save here. I'm going to split off the video, and I'll be back in just a few minutes with more plot. Now, as soon as everything decides to load. Alright guys, stay tuned. I'll be back in just a little bit.